Trostel is an engineering company that has demanding rubber products. The products that we're selling are going typically to large OEs, and the OE customer has a tremendous amount of requirements, engineering requirements, measurement requirements for us. And that causes us to have to keep a standard up that we can't maintain on our own. So we're relying on ARPM to provide us with information that we can give to our salesmen and to our engineers and provide a good training base for the people that we have working in the company. In addition, we see ARPM providing best practices. In a similar way, our HR department and some of the other departments within the company don't have a lot of access to the outside or don't have time to go get the information on what is a good practice in industry. And so we find that ARPM, since they also have some of those, and we try to participate, we can gather information about our industry and how are they being paid, and what kind of services do they have, what kind of insurances can they find, things like that. And so that's a value for us because it's sort of a quick way to get that information. And then the last, and probably the part of the ARPM's output that we use the most, are the standards, the technical standards. We're a dynamic seal company, so we go directly toward the main standards that ARPM is known for back through history. We use those frequently to educate our OE customers, and they typically have young engineers that are coming out of school, and they don't know that this is how the industry is doing something in the rubber industry. So we use those to educate them, and also for us to look and say, okay, instead of inventing this, let's go see what our ARPM has. For example, with what does bonding mean to bond rubber to metal, and how good should it be? Well, every single customer we have has their idea of it, but there are standards, and they're standards for a reason, and so we heavily rely on those. And in fact, we have standards that ARPM hasn't maintained for a long time that still represent from the 80s the best practices of today that we continue to use. In our discussions, when we decide to put our money here instead of some other association, we see that this kind of industry group that is technically focused is very good at helping the competitiveness of Trostel.